What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, sirski. Hello, somebody. Excuse me. So, all right. So, we got Kanye West reveals why they cloned Gucci Mane. Now, all the time Gucci Mane been home from prison, I really didn't think he was cloned until him and Keisha Kiyoi was on the Breakfast Club interview like a week ago. She was telling how they got him to go to the hospital, how they had to kidnap him to take him, how she keep him on his medicines, and he's sitting there acting like a lump on a log, really. He was talking, but he was acting kind of stiff. He wasn't acting like the Gucci Man that we all know. But that's what we're here for, man. Let's check this video out.
They said Gucci Mane isn't really Gucci Mane. That's Hobson. They gave him plastic surgery to become Gucci Mane. And now they saying Damar Hamlin isn't Damar Hamlin. What? If you ever watched the TV show The Boys, you know about Noir. You know how Noir died, but they had somebody else come back to play him. That's crazy.
Get in here, get in here. So it looks like those rumors about Gucci Mane being cloned might be true after all, because Kanye West just stepped into the chat to reveal the details behind the cloning. And it is the craziest thing you'll hear today. It turns out the real Gucci Mane died years ago in jail, and his wife, Keisha, is just a handler who's getting paid to keep his clone in check. No wonder she's out here controlling his social media and shoving hard substances down his throat. Gucci's ex-girlfriend, Mac Breezy, and even Nicki Minaj tried to warn us about this, but everyone brushed them off, claiming they were crazy. Okay, so this entire mess with Gucci being cloned actually dates back to 2013, when he had his infamous Twitter meltdown. This man was mad at everyone but the plug that was supplying him with the substances he was taking. He came for Yo Gotti, Nicki Minaj, Walt Flocka, T.I., Angela Yee, Rocky, French Montana, Tyga, Birdman, and Black China. Nobody was safe from this man's crash out. He kicked Waka out of the Brick Squad because he felt Waka was being disloyal to him. He claimed he ran a train on Nicki and Angela AG, and he accused Yo Gotti of being fake and copying him. The list just goes on and on. Not too long after this mess, he was arrested, and that's when the clone allegations started rolling in. He was arrested in Atlanta after police received multiple calls that he was acting erratically and threatening folks in traffic. When the police pulled up to arrest him, he charged at them too, but they still managed to arrest him. That's when they discovered that he had some hard substances and a firearm. But this wasn't his first run-in with the law, but this was the one that finally got him put in prison. In fact, before this incident, he had already been arrested for hitting a man on the head with a champagne bottle in an Atlanta nightclub. So when he was sent to court, it was clear that he was a repeat offender.
Let's get a good look at this guy, right? Compare the old Gucci Man face right here. Right here, we looking. Even if he lose a lot of weight, do that still look like the new Gucci? Do he look like the old Gucci? Do y'all think the old Gucci looks like the new Gucci? Regardless of the weight loss, bro. This is crazy.
Who needed to spend some time in prison to learn his lesson. He was sentenced to 3 years and 3 months, but only ended up serving 2 years because of credit and good behavior. It was during his time in jail that he decided to get his life together. At least that's what they told us. As to whether that's really the truth or not, that's a whole different story. You see, while Gucci was in prison, he turned his life around and even admitted that the reason he was acting out was because he was always high on lean. Woke up the other day out of this hospital bed, and I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of my behavior that was brought to my attention. I just want to man up right now and take this time to apologize to my family, friends, the industry, and most of all my fans. I'm sorry. I've been drinking lean for 10 plus years, and I must admit it has destroyed me. I want to be the first rapper to admit it. I'm addicted to lean, and that stuff ain't no joke. I can barely remember all the things I've done and said. However, there's no excuse. I'm currently incarcerated, but I will be going to rehab because I need help. I want to thank everyone who has stood by me during this difficult time. Please keep me in your prayers. By the time he came out, he had quit taking all those substances, detoxed, and even started working out. He looked and sounded like a whole different person. And this is where those clone allegations came from. People said Gucci had actually been unalived in prison and that the person who was released was just a replacement that the government used to cover it up. These allegations got worse when he married Keisha after getting out.
Every time I see this dude, bro, I'm like, he got to be a clone. Take a look, bro. I heard of people doing a 360, but this is something different right here. This is more than a 360.
Keisha literally took over this man's life. She controls his social media to this day and is in charge of making sure he takes his drugs. The whole thing was giving very much handler, and people were quick to notice it. In fact, recently when Nicki Minaj went off on Keisha for bringing her up in her Breakfast Club interview, she fueled those allegations, claiming that Keisha is only in Gucci's life to keep him drugged up and spend his money. Gucci wife has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. But as I said, these rumors were a thing long before Nicki, but hearing her of all people also hint at him being cloned and controlled definitely brought the rumors back to life. A year ago, his ex Mac Breeze made some wild allegations about Gucci being unalived in prison and his body getting cloned. She said she saw him after he had come back from prison, and she could tell that he wasn't the same person he was before going in there. Something was seriously off about him, and every time she tried speaking to him, Keisha got very protective. It was almost like Keisha didn't want Mac to speak to Gucci for too long, else she was going to clock that the person she was talking to wasn't him.
Cause girl, you don't even know the real Gucci. Y'all think y'all know the real Gucci. Y'all don't know the real Gucci. That nigga parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man.
Wow.
That's not him.
Wow.
I don't know where the fuck, honestly. Like, last time I seen Gucci was at Patchwork Studio in 2010. Cold Blooded was there. Was Mojo there? Yeah, I think Mojo, Cold Blooded. Like, that's the last time I saw Gucci in the flesh, but even that was.
And after Nicki made those allegations about Keisha being Gucci's handler, Mac came out again to double down on everything she already said. This time, she made a whole song demanding the real Gucci's body to be released. She said something wasn't right about him, and that Keisha knew way more than she was letting on.
Yeah, free Gucci, thinking what I'm thinking. Man, some ain't right. Gucci, is you in there? It's so blank, right?
Gucci actually ended up
Oh my God, bro. And she rapped like Gucci Man too. She said, something ain't right. Gucci, is you in there? It was so blank twice. Bro, that was kind of hard. That was bars. Let me see.
Knew way more than she was letting on.
Yeah, free Gucci, thinking what I'm thinking. Man, some ain't right. Gucci, is you in there? It's so blank twice.
Gucci actually ended up addressing
funny,
the clone
bro.
allegations, but that was still not enough for people to stop side-eyeing him. In a way, I feel like I grew. I kind of morphed into a different person, shedding some of my old ways. I can say I grew up. I love the person I was. I love the person I am, and I love the person I grew to be. I tried to lose weight. I tried to take care of myself, change my thinking, my environment, and the ones that weren't benefiting me. Guess that's the transformation everybody's saying they can't believe. But I can believe it. And just when we thought things couldn't get any messier, Kanye West also came out and hinted at Gucci being a clone. Kanye has made a lot of wild allegations about people getting cloned before, but the reason people took him seriously this time around was because of the timing of his allegations. If y'all remember, people even thought Kanye himself was a clone at some point. Folks believe that even though the industry didn't succeed in cloning him, they definitely came close, and that's why he knows Gucci has been cloned. And let's not forget the time the rapper Hopsin literally admitted on IG Live that some industry elites forced him into being Gucci's clone, or else they were going to literally harm his family. At the time, people thought he was just playing into the joke hit with everything Kanye is saying now, and all the inconsistencies in Gucci's rebrand since he came out of prison. It's beginning to look like Hopsin was spilling some real tea.
I've been personally playing for about 8 years now. It started around around Illmind 5 when that came out, because the song was so big, and then they told me I had to kind of sacrifice something. They said, you're gonna have to pay it back because you just put this information out there, and this is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society.
Wow.
So they told me that if I don't do these list of things, then they're going to hurt my family. It was like an all-white room, and they opened one of the doors, and it had a Gucci suit.
A Gucci suit? Dang.
A Gucci bodysuit. And I said, oh no, please don't tell me that is what I think it is. They said, yeah.
As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "We don't even see his eyes anymore. He had a
Really
particular
don't.
color of brown to his eyes. They make him wear shades all the time now." Another person said, I remember, that's not him and we all know it. Something is definitely off and it's hard to ignore. If he's not a clone, then maybe it's the medication or he got laced or something, but something is definitely off. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Kanye exposing the clone mess? And do you really think Gucci was taken out and cloned? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Man, bro, I think that's a clone, bro. I don't care what nobody say, man. That's, like I said earlier, man. A 360 turnaround is a 360 turnaround, but this is past 360 right here. He don't do none of the old things that Gucci Mane used to do. He don't even talk. Bro, dude, this guy he don't even curse in his interviews or nothing. Like, he have none of Gucci old ways, bro. And in the Breakfast Club interview, it was like Keisha was answering most of the questions. So I thought that was weird, man. I say, man, something ain't quite right here. But we gonna get to the bottom of this for real. Man, if y'all think Gucci been cloned for real, if y'all believe in clones, bro, comment down below and let me know. Is this Gucci or is it Hobson or is it somebody totally different? What do y'all think?